Lesson 4. Articles. Icebreaker. The words a, an, and the are called articles. They are used to point out people or things. There are two kinds of articles, definite and indefinite. A and an are indefinite articles. These articles do not point to a particular person or thing. Generally, they refer to a singular countable noun. Example: I had a mango. The definite article, the, points to a particular person or a specific thing. It can be used with both singular and plural nouns. Example: Our school organized a trip to the Science Museum. Indefinite articles. Articles a and an are used with a noun that is not particular but general. They are also used with singular countable nouns. We use a before a noun beginning with a consonant sound and an before a noun beginning with a vowel sound. Examples: a monastery, a book, a ear, an honor, an object, an eagle. Some words that begin with a consonant followed by a vowel are pronounced with the sound of that particular vowel. The article an is used before such words. Examples: an hour-long meeting, an honest girl. Watch out. In words hotel, historical, habitual, and humble, an is not acceptable because the H in these words is pronounced. Example: the Red Fort is a historical monument. Some words begin with a vowel in writing but use a consonant sound in speech. The article a is used with such words. Examples: a university's form, a $1 store. We use articles a and an before degrees and titles. Examples: an MA student, a Bharat Ratna. We use articles a and an when we speak of a profession or a post. Examples: a teacher, an archaeologist. We use articles a and an when we speak of nationalities and religions. Examples: an Indian, a European, a Sikh, a Muslim. We use articles a and an with nouns that denote a class or a species. Examples: a rich person donated these books. A blue whale was spotted playing with a dolphin. We use articles a and an with rates and units of measurement. Examples: a dozen, a week, an hour, 5 meters, a second. We use articles a and an before words that express either a certain or an uncertain quantity. Examples: a quarter ounce, a few kids. We use articles a and an while introducing an entity for the first time in a phrase. Examples: in a short span, a cheerful event. Definite article. We use the definite article the in the following cases: when a particular thing or person is referred to. Examples: I met the President of India yesterday. The notorious students were punished. With common nouns that are unique, such as the sun, the planets. Examples: the planets revolve around the sun. Here, the word planets refers to the planets of our solar system. The sun is the closest star to our planet, with a common noun when it refers to the whole class. Examples: we fed milk to the dogs of our society, refers to all the dogs in the society. The 21st century is the era of technology. Before adjectives in the comparative degree. Examples: the more, the better. The red dress looks better than the rest. With superlatives. Examples: I have the most loving and caring friends. Sudha is the most deserving candidate for this position. The things mentioned below also take the. Musical instruments. Examples: the piano, the kalimba. Religious texts and epics. Examples: the Bhagavad Gita, the Iliad. monuments, buildings, museums, institutions, or works of art. Examples: the Gateway of India, the Mona Lisa. Families. Examples: the Bansals, the Jains. Newspapers. Examples: the Times of India, the Guardian. Certain countries that contain a common name. Examples: the United States of America, the USSR. Countries that have plural names. Examples: the Netherlands, the Philippines. Trains, ships, and aeroplanes. Examples: the Japan Airlines, the Taj Express. Awards and honors. Examples: the Oscar, the Padma Bhushan. Titles. Examples: the CEO, the Prime Minister. Famous events. Examples: the World Championship, the Wimbledon. Seas, rivers, oceans, mountain ranges, groups of islands and canals. Examples: the Indian Ocean, the Ganga, the Himalayas, the Lakshadweep. Points and areas on the globe. Examples: the equator, the southern hemisphere. Forests, peninsulas, deserts, and gulfs. Examples: the Thar Desert, the Gulf of Kutch. The is also used in the following cases: before ordinals and words such as first, last, next, previous, only, same, following. Examples: the last exam, the next chapter. With adjectives that refer to groups. Examples: the rich, the poor, the old, the young. To refer to the people of a particular nation or state. Examples: the Germans, the Assamese. With decades. Examples: the 70s, the 1840s. Before a system or a service. Examples: the law, the army. Before nouns that show directions. Examples: the east, the west. In certain expressions. Examples: in the evening, to speak the truth. Omission of articles. Generally, we do not use articles before a proper noun. Therefore, no article is used before the names of the following. People. Example: the name of our Prime Minister is Narendra Modi. Countries and continents. Example: I went to Japan for my summer vacation. Cities and states. Example: my brother is coming from Mumbai. Days and months. Example: my birthday is in the month of July. Seasons and festivals. Example: my favorite festival is Christmas. Languages. Example: Sumit is learning French. Subjects of study. Example: Swati is doing her masters in linguistics. Games, sports and activities. Example: Vijit is good at cricket. Meals. Example: I had my dinner late today. Articles of food. Example: do you like pizza? Diseases. Example: Maya tested negative for COVID-19. We do not use articles in the following cases. Plural countable nouns that refer to the entire class. Example: students were asked to perform a group song. We do not use articles with public institutions. Examples: school, university, temple, market. These nouns don't take any article when they are used for their primary purpose, that is, when the reference is to the purpose or function of the institution. However, nouns like these take the when they refer to the building, not the purpose they are meant for. Examples: schools will begin the new semester on 1st April. The schools will be closed this week. Abstract nouns used in a general sense. Example: I demand freedom. Material nouns like paper, water, gold. Example: my mother likes gold jewelry. Words such as mum and dad when used as a proper noun. Example: Mum's paper is going to be published by Oxford University Press. We do not use any article with these phrases: to take place, in trouble, by mistake, from dusk to dawn, from north to south. Watch out! When the name of a meal or an article of food is modified by an adjective phrase or clause, an article is used to make it specific. Example: I had a late dinner yesterday. Repetition of articles. If there are two or more adjectives in a sentence referring to the same noun, the articles is used only before the first adjective. Example: Bhavna bought a red and black notebook. Bhavna bought a notebook which is red and black in color. If different adjectives refer to different nouns in a sentence, the article must be placed before each adjective. Example: Bhavna bought a red and a black notebook. Bhavna bought one red and one black notebook. If two or more connected nouns refer to the same person or thing, the article is used only before the first noun. Example: The trustee and vice principal of the school is strict. The trustee and the vice principal is one person. If two or more connected nouns refer to different people or things, the article must be placed before every noun. Example: The trustee and the vice principal of the school are strict. The trustee and the vice principal are two different people. Points to remember. There is an increasing tendency to drop the before the names of newspapers. Names of magazines or periodicals are now usually used without the. Examples: India Today, Time. The is not used before individual islands like Sri Lanka and Malta. The is not used before peaks or mountains like Everest and Mount Abu. Knowledge gained. A and an are indefinite articles. The is the definite article. Articles are not used before proper nouns like the names of people, countries, cities, food articles. Sometimes the articles are repeated in sentences depending on the occurrence of connected or unconnected nouns.